Well, Jumbo, everyone. It is.
Jumbo.
Yes, Jumbo.
That means hello.
That does mean that's hello in Swahili. It is Craig, Rhino, and Kylie here today at Disney's Animal Kingdom. So we're here for a little bit of fun, a little bit of work, a little bit of everything in between. So we do have to record the daily fix, but then I think we're planning on, we're gonna go get some food somewhere.
I need a snack. I'm hungry. I didn't eat breakfast.
And then we'll definitely do at least one attraction because, well, we're here. Why not? And maybe we'll do a little bit something else. Probably not, though. Who knows? We'll have to see. But we got to go get to all that good stuff. And in the meantime, why don't you watch 10 seconds of fun otter action?
They're so cute.
You may know where we are right now. We are right outside of Tiffin's, if you don't know. And no, we are not going into Pandora, the world of Avatar.
Not today, Satan.
Where are we going?
I forgot.
What?
Nomad Lounge. I was
Nomad.
like, you just said it, but you said Tiffin's. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I don't know what that has to do with Satan. But okay.
Pandora.
Yeah, so we're a little hungry. So now that we're done doing the fix and stuff like that, we're gonna go to Nomad Lounge, get a couple bites, maybe get a drink, and
get some shade, bruh.
Yeah, get some shade. So we're gonna go do that, and we will we'll let you know what we think of everything that we get there, obviously. Rhino, so what did we get here?
Well, Craig, we have the Florida Lionfish Tacos, $9, which are charred pineapple and jalapeno on top. Then we also ordered the house smoked Kobe style brisket poutine, which is $12, and that is steak fries, house made mozzarella, and pan sauce. And then we also decided to do the African spiced Wagyu beef slider, which is $15, which come with a word I don't know how to say, potatoes. It looks like it says Vinegard potatoes, or Vinegard. I don't know, it's V-I-N-E-G-A-R-E-D. I think that stands for tiny potato. It looks delicious, it smells good. It is laughably small for the price that it is, but hopefully it's packed with flavor.
Okay, well, dig in.
Well, I'm gonna eat a Vinegard potato, which I ate with my hand like a disgusting person. It's a potato. That feels like it might, sorry, I was waiting for our server to pass us a little bit.
Honest.
The potato feels like maybe it could have been cooked a little bit longer. It's got a little bit of an extra, I don't know, to it. So, I don't know. I don't want to quite dig in yet because I feel like because they only come in portions of 2 for each that I'm going to have to slice them so that we can all get a little bit of a taste. So let me cut them up first and then we'll get to the tasting. It's always best to cut your meat with a butter knife. Oh, that was pretty easy. Yeah, that was a professional cut right there. I'm just gonna go right in. Okay. So funny story. 1, those people just hit my chair. 2, if you haven't seen our dining vlog from Pinocchio's Village House, you should watch it because I think the same sauce that was used on Craig's chicken in that Pinocchio's video is the same sauce on this Wagyu beef slider. Other than that, I mean, it's okay. I'm not, you know what? I'm gonna be honest here. The bread's a little, like, maybe this bread was left out for like a couple hours too long or something, but it's not $15 good. Craig, why don't you have a bite of the other side and let me know what you think?
Okay, I'm about to go big on deep here into the other half of this Wagyu.
What does that mean? What does that mean, big on deep?
Big on meat?
Big on meat?
Big on meat.
Oh, I was gonna say balls deep, but that was like...
I ain't gotta get rid of this part.
That was way too inappropriate. This sucks.
Right? Wait, so you described it a little more eloquently than I did.
It just feels like a soggy mess. It's not. This is an insult to Wagyu. And I'm sure I'm saying Wagyu wrong, and that's an insult to Wagyu, but this sucks. Why am I eating it?
I mean, honestly, you can probably just eat that whole one yourself.
Okay, well, if it
No one's
sucks, I'm not
judge you.
gonna eat it. I don't think it's terrible. It's just,
The problem is, it's basically the texture of a sloppy Joe.
I love sloppy joes.
Yeah, sloppy Joes are great, but you shouldn't be paying $15 for a sloppy Joe.
I 100% agree that it's too much for like what it is, but it's not like awful.
Okay.
The new definition of getting to lick the spoon after making the cookies. Only these cookies are beef.
I will say the gravy, definitely, it's like it's a brisket beef gravy. The gravy is tasty. Let's see how these,
Yeah, you're the expert.
yeah, these are the beef brisket poutine, as you said before. Let's see how this is. Get a piece of brisket, get a good old big steak fry in there. Looks like I'm gonna get two. That's okay. It's fine.
Oh, it's on your white pants.
Son of a biscuit. It's a good poutine. Steak fries are awesome on there. Definitely the perfect fry for poutine. Briskets, delicious. You know, it's like kind of like just the burnt ends essentially of the brisket, but it's really tasty. My only complaint is there's not enough the cheese curds on there, but you know, the gravy's good, fries good, brisket good, cheese is good, just not enough of them, but it's really good. Shrimp, they're not shrimp tacos, so the lionfish tacos are gonna have to do a lot to be better than the poutine.
Oh, you want to bite?
I fell off the
You want me to feed you?
Okay, that's
okay.
wasting a fry. Can you get serious here?
I can't. Oh my gosh. I'm taking more cheese for that.
Oh no,
comment.
don't that you. He will divorce you.
I know.
Okay,
Here.
hurry up.
Here.
It's been 30 seconds now.
Okay. Jeez.
It's a team effort here.
Thank you.
I will agree, it's just like one piece of cheese.
That's really good. I love brisket. I love fries. I love cheese. I'm okay on gravy. I could even eat it without the gravy. I know that's a sin. Sorry. But it's good.
Rhino?
Well, I just dropped my knife, so. Okay,
Eating
hold on.
with amateurs.
I'm getting a little bit of the cheese. I'm trying to be nice because there is such a limited amount of cheese on this. It's literally just one piece that we're essentially cutting up. So I've got a good... Yeah, these are actually really good. Like Craig said, like I like when it's the steak fries because they soak up that sauce a little bit better, especially since this isn't like really gravy. It's more of like it said in the book, it's like a pan sauce. So I think it's kind of like where they cooked the brisket. They just kind of dumped the juices, if you will, back in here. But it's pretty good. I mean, it soaks up pretty well. Yeah, that's my only complaint. It could use like one or two more pieces of cheese, but if it's just for one person, I guess, I don't know. Is it worth the price yet? I don't know about that either, I don't think, but it is what it is. So let's move over to our lionfish tacos though, over here, which I will use our beef knife to cut up. There is for some reason this thing in it, for no reason, because as you can see it doesn't actually do anything for the taco. So I'm going to cut this incredibly small piece of lionfish in half. I can already tell you, from the texture I'm feeling on my fingers right now, I don't have very high hopes. Looks like there's a disgustingly large piece of cilantro on here too. I don't like these. I mean, I know we've been recording, and so they probably got a little bit colder than they were, but I'm talking like these are cold. Like, I just ate a piece of pineapple that came out of a can. And on top of that, this is the worst shell of a taco I've ever eaten. And then the rest is kind of just indiscernible, like, mesh that the pineapple is soaked into. So it's like, I didn't even taste that cilantro. I don't know. No, these are no good.
Kylie, eat it.
Kylie, try that other piece. Get that piece of pineapple drop on that potato.
Oh, jeez. I hate this. Not a fan.
I'll tell you right now, that visual is better than what they taste like.
Okay, I'm not beating around the... Like, I'm not trying to avoid... It's not good. But it's also not as disgusting as you guys were making it out to be. I definitely... I don't like... It's a corn tortilla. And so it just hits you with a lot of corn right away. So I think I would have preferred a flour tortilla for this. And then the fish... What little flavor there is to it, it's not bad. But this is dominated by the slaw. So if you're not a fan of slaw, especially like a pineapple slaw, then you will hate this. But I think a lot of it has to do with the tortilla. That's kind of...
It's also the world's smallest cut of lionfish. It's like what you said, it's good, but it's not there. No.
The lionfish also isn't flavorful. I don't know if it's that type of fish just isn't flavorful as a whole, but it's like they realized that this was going to be not flavorful, so that's why they put so much slaw on top. It's kind of just a waste. Well, that sucked.
Terrible.
That was awful.
It's unfortunate. That's one of my favorite places to get a drink at Disney property. I will say, the drinks are also getting really expensive too. That drink plus the tip, and I was not generous because they took a long time with everything, and then everything was terrible.
Yeah.
Still have $2. It cost $15.85 for that my one drink I got there.
No,
Oh no, the seahorse fell. Someone dropped the seahorse. Sorry.
I'm throwing it out there now, and a little girl just ran into my camera, so I hope she's fine. I'm officially just putting it out there. I can no longer recommend to anyone going to Nomad, I think.
No, it's out for me now. Not
It's
gonna
done.
drink there anymore on my own time either.
Yeah, the drinks, I mean...
It's priced me out. They priced me out.
If you haven't been here before, absolutely, yeah. Definitely still check it out at least once. But I feel like the quality of the small plates has gone downhill. The drinks have gone up in price and quality. I mean, I always get beer there, and I think they have a good beer selection. But for mixed drinks, no, absolutely not.
It's a shame because they're wonderful drinks. Like, they're really good, really well done. It's just, it's not worth what you're paying now. It was when it opened.
So, that sucks. But you know what? It's life, so.
Gotta make that paper.
When there's so many people walking through the door of Nomad now, I mean, they can let the quality slip because people are still coming in regardless. But we're not going to let that affect us. Now we're walking through Africa, and we are going to do Kilimanjaro safaris. Yes, I understand. I know. I already saw.
I just wanted to make sure I was acknowledging it, though, so people weren't like making comments about it.
No, it's all good. But yeah, so we are going to go ahead and do Kilimanjaro safaris. It's my wife's favorite ride here at Animal Kingdom, so got to do something to make her happy. After she took way too long to eat that poutine. So, let's go do it!
Well, we're about to go on the safari. It only has a 15-minute wait today. And I hope that we see the rhinos today because it's World Rhino Day.
It's you day.
It's me day. Celebrating the 5 species, the black, the white, the greater one horn, the Sumatran, and the Javan. And of course, the rhino, clavin, and saddle-tip.
Okay, let's go.
So let's go see some of those. I don't know if it's Javan or Jav. It's Javan. I don't think Javan.
Whoa. You were really close.
It was an ostrich. I don't know why I motioned. Is that the noise an ostrich makes?
Obviously.
I am too. He just keeps rocking back and forth. This is gonna be a weird, like.
It's gonna be like,
Oh, now it's getting twisty. I don't want a clown to crawl through your camera lens. Oh my gosh, the line's moving forward. Pay attention.
Alright, Caraboonie! Caraboonie does mean welcome, so welcome everyone. Watch your step as you climb aboard there. Asante Sana Tyler. Now, as we say here in Harambe, Twende means let's go. Alright, well, Jambo everyone, my name is Ness, and I'm going to be your safari guide here in the Harambe Wildlife Reserve. Now, in order to have a super fun, super safe safari, we're just going to go over a couple things. I'm just going to ask that we please remain seated at all times. Lap sitting is allowed, so if your children on your lap, that's totally fine. Just make sure we're not raising them up in the air like Simba. We'll leave that one to Rafiki. He is a professional after all. Now make sure we're keeping our hands, arms, feet, legs inside the truck at all times, and hang on to any loose items you have, like cameras, cell phones, hats, glasses, that sort of thing. It's going to be a pretty bumpy ride out there, my friends, and I am unable to stop and retrieve those items. Now take a look above your heads. You are going to see an animal spotting guide up there. Probably not going to see all of those animals here today, but we usually have pretty good luck to see a whole bunch of them. Might even see some animals that aren't on that spotting guide, so I'm pretty excited. I hope you are as well. Now we are starting our little adventure off here in the Little Ituri Forest, which is home to very reclusive animals that tend to stay back amongst the trees and bushes. So keep your eyes peeled. I think we've actually already found the okapi over on your right. Take a look, all the way in the back by the bamboo. Yeah, take a look. Yeah, check this guy out. There's gonna be a black rhino over here on your left. Really cool. The black rhino is a really beautiful animal. He can actually charge up to a speed of about 35 miles per hour. Now, unfortunately, due to poaching, there are less than 5,000 left in the whole world, and that's one of them right there. So we are really lucky to see that guy. If you take a look over on your right at the top of the hill, way up there, you're going to see a couple greater kudu. Greater kudu are one of the tallest antelope in Africa. They can get to about 55 inches tall just at their shoulder. I can tell those are female because they do not have any horns. Males would have very long spiraled horns, reaching about 6 feet in length. Now take a look over on your left in the bushes here. You're going to see the bongos. Now the bongos have a nickname, and that is the ghosts of the forest. Whoa, take a look on the right in the back corner there. Looks like we found a Nile hippopotamus. Now seeing him out of the water there is actually a real treat because hippos spend most of their time in the water. If they didn't, their large bodies would actually overheat. They can hold their breath up to about 8 minutes at a time. Now the only real time they'll get out of the water is in search of food, and that's probably what that guy's doing. Sometimes they'll walk up to about 6 miles at night looking for food. Pretty crazy, those big guys. Now here we go, there's another hippo here on your left in the water. Pretty cool. Now, hippos are herbivores, having a diet of mainly grass, but although this is the case, they're still labeled one of the most dangerous animals in Africa. That's because but first, up ahead here, over on your right, it looks like we found the Patterson's eland. About to get nice and close to them. Now, the Patterson's eland are the largest antelope in all of Africa. They can get to about 6 feet tall just at their shoulders, and they can weigh up to about 2,000 pounds. Those guys can get pretty big. Now, the African wild dogs are also known as painted dogs, and that's because of their beautiful markings on their coats, which are unique to each dog. It's actually how they tell each other apart, even from great distances away. Now, these guys are one of the most successful hunters here in Africa. That's because they will hunt in large packs, and they will chase and chase and chase their prey until their prey becomes exhausted and collapses. So they are very cute, but one of the most aggressive animals here in Africa. Here we go. We're getting a closer look at that full-grown male Patterson Zealand there on the right. Now you can see how much larger he is compared to the other ones, which are, we have 2 females and 2 juvenile males. Now baby giraffes are born at around 6 feet tall. Adults can grow up to about 18 to 20 feet tall. Just a giraffe's heart can weigh about 25 pounds. So a really massive animal, tallest animal in the whole world. Looks like you found a whole bunch of them. Now a group of giraffes is called a tower, so this is a tower of giraffes. Now did you know they really don't sleep that much? Giraffes only sleep about 30 minutes a day. It's pretty crazy, right? They'll split that up into about 5-minute increments. They spend most of their day eating. They'll spend around 16 to 20 hours a day eating. They're pretty good bodies to feed. Oh, and those things on the tops of their head, those are called ossicones. Now would you take a look at these guys up ahead? It looks like we found a herd of white-bearded wildebeest. Now the white-bearded wildebeest are also known as gnu. That's because of the grunting sound they make. They're best known for their very large and far migrations in very densely packed herds. They're actually responsible for the largest migration pattern in the whole world. Oh, there's the male just up ahead, kind of up against the wall. Pretty cool though. Mandrill are the largest monkeys in Africa. They can weigh up to about 100 pounds. Now if you guys have ever seen The Lion King, Rafiki is actually a mandrill, so same type of monkey as Rafiki. Pretty cool, right? Oh, whoa, would you take a look? Looks like he's pretty close down there. Now we can tell this is a male elephant because he's off on his own. Male elephants tend to be a lot less social than females. Female elephants like to stay in large herds with other female elephants and their babies. You know what, I've actually just gotten word that there is a herd of elephants migrating somewhere around here. So I want to keep on the move, I want to keep on the lookout because I would really like to find that herd. Looks like we found that herd, guys. Check them out. Might be able to get a close look at some more up here. But you're going to see them flapping their ears back and forth. Now, they're not trying to fly away like Dumbo. They just do that to cool themselves off. It's kind of like when you fan yourself with your hand. Now, elephants have extremely sensitive skin, so they will throw dirt and mud on their back, kind of as a natural sunblock. You can see some of them have some dirt all over their backs. They're just trying to protect their skin there. The white rhinos don't get their name from their coloring. They get their name from the mistranslation of the word weit in Afrikaans, which means wide. Refers to their wide, broad mouths used for grazing. Well, it looks like he wants to get through here, so we're going to keep on moving. Let's see if we can get a nice close look of these ostriches up ahead.
Pick your favorite birds coming out.
It's your favorite. You love them.
They can run up to speeds of about 40 miles per hour. It looks like we found a few more of those white rhinos. Now, like I mentioned before, they don't get their name from their coloring. They're actually about the same color as the black rhino we saw earlier. Now, warthogs are the largest burrowing animal in the world. So they dug these burrows here. Once they dig them, they'll actually back themselves into them with their razor-sharp tusks pointing out. That's to scare off any predators they have.
Now, don't your hands feel clean?
There.
Oh,
Very clean.
because I
Thanks
carry
for the
wet
wet
naps with me. Wet.
We're off that safari.
That was actually a really good safari overall.
Saw so many rhinos.
A lot of rhinos.
They were all up and about. The hippopotamus.
Yeah, the hippos, the family of giraffes. Yeah. The ostriches.
The dogs?
That
The
herd
wild
of
dogs?
other things.
The ostriches.
No, there were things. Oh, the ostriches that were doing it. There was a herd of those, like, they would look like deer, but they're like...
Oh, the
black.
elephants.
Yeah, those.
No, that was...
white bearded.
No, there was a whole, like, 17 of these, like, elk-looking things on the side of my...
You're right, the elephants.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The reticulated giraffes, that's what it was.
Oh, that's it. And then, you know, the mandrills. I haven't seen those on safari for a long time. So.
I didn't know those were
And
anything
the baby
outside of Harry Potter.
Oh, the baby warthogs. Those are all
So cute.
lots of good animals. It was a fun one. I enjoyed it. Unfortunately, I think they started suggesting we go experience indoor attractions. I think that means it's about to rain.
She's killing us.
So that means for us, of course, we're Floridians. We melt in the rain, just like Wicked Witches of the West. So we're going to go ahead and get out of here for the day. And we'll come back when it's not raining. It's much nicer. So if you like this, go ahead, share it with a friend. Leave comments down below on our fun day, all that goodness. And we'll see you out in the parks next time.
Give your local rhino a hug today.
Bye, everyone.